So welcome to another video. This is gonna be a live com. It's gonna be a cut com because something happened at work again. You guys know. Okay, my sensitivity is way too damn high for this AK. My work is fucked, man. My work is the weirdest job ever. I always have these weird Looney Tune characters come into my work that always decide to do weirdest fucking shit ever. And today, this guy decided to come in and basically just run his mouth. He was just spewing out shit that I've never seen come out of anyone's asshole before. He was that determined to take that shit on the whole entire establishment, which is my work. Now, this man is an 80-year-old man, I believe. He's like pushing late 70s, maybe. I knew he was old because I saw him on the camera, okay, and I saw the way he was walking. I thought he was actually a drunk guy at first. I thought maybe, like, I don't know, he's just drunk and he's just having, you know, a fun time. He thinks he's having a good old time walking around in a lounge. What I noticed he did originally, why I thought he was drunk, because he decided to plop his ass down, spread his legs out, like literally like, and lay back and just smoke a cigarette right in the back of our lounge. Now, it's illegal to smoke any sort of tobacco that's like cigarettes or any type of just lit thing. Like, you just can't smoke a cigarette inside of a building anymore. See, I could see what the hell's going on with this guy tonight. He's just trying to have a good time, and that's why I thought he was drunk. So, it goes on from there. There's these two girls that come in, and they ask for some food, and they ask for me to make her a hookah and stuff like that, and I'm like, alright, yeah, I can make her a hookah. Little did I know, I had to make this other guy a hookah in the meantime, which is the 80-year-old crazy dude, and he wanted one as well. I didn't know this was for him, because he was smoking a cigarette, so I thought he was all good and dandy and getting his nicotine just from the cigarette. That's what I thought. And, I had my boss bring it out to him, and basically what ended up happening is, he took it and he smoked it for about 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. And then he saw that the cute girls that got food and hookah themselves were basically alone, and then he wanted to talk to them. What I got from their conversation is he was trying to tell them that he's like a music producer and that he knows all the stuff that's happening in the scene of music, and that he reviews music, and he's basically a music producer, right? That's what he thinks in his own mind that he is. Now, I'm thinking he's senile at this point. He's talking to these girls, like, getting really close to them and telling them that he could, like, hook them up with, like, deals and stuff, and that he's, like, the main man to go to. The thing is, when I caught him out of his little bubble that he thought he was, like, super intelligent, knew everything about this music scene, is these girls were like, so, what do you, like, focus on? And he's like, yeah, Kim and Kanye, like, they broke up. And this guy's, like, a white dude, like, a straight-up, like, white old guy. And he's like, yeah, they broke up. And, they're like, wow, I didn't never heard of that. I didn't think they ever broke up or anything. This guy's like, well, I don't know if they actually broke up, but, because I don't watch TV, so I don't know. I don't actually know. After that point, like, an hour goes by, and this guy's just going around talking to everybody, like, asking people to do jobs for them, and basically saying, I'll pay you $100 right now if you suck my dick. No, he didn't say that. Well, he probably did say it to the girls because he was getting a little touchy and feely, and I heard from customers later on in the night that he was actually saying, yeah, you know, an old guy like me needs a little touch every once in a while, and that's where I was like, this guy's a little fucking creepy. He ends up going around and spewing more shit out of his mouth than I thought he was actually doing beforehand. Now, this man was basically saying that Whitey is out to get everybody. Apparently, that we're terrible people. White people are terrible even though he's white, which I was very concerned about his well-being. And this man is saying, talking out of his ass, telling people that Palestine is the Holy Land and that God is going to save everybody, and that we need to stop thinking about Whitey, and that white people are bad and everybody else is good. And I'm sitting here the whole time thinking, man, you're white. You know that, right? Like, you gotta know that. And then he started saying he's Italian to people, and that's not white. Then what is white? Because I don't know now. But this guy is just like smearing shit out of his ass, and I've never heard anyone in my life ever say, except on like TV and just on the internet, that people say this. But this man in real life actually believes this stuff, and he's telling people this. And he decided to go up to my boss and tell him the same thing, which my boss is Muslim. alright? And he started telling him that his God is going to be the ones that save him, and that he is the true God, and that Jerusalem and Palestine, or whatever it is the Holy Land, and that's where we should have our, like, White House or something. I don't know where this was going. I was ready for my boss, which is like the co-owner with my other boss, that he was gonna get bitch slapped. I was ready for a full-on, like, tackle throwdown. And my boss is like 280 pounds, 6'3". Like, this old guy would not stand a chance, like, at all. I was ready for a throwdown. So the night goes on, and he comes up to me, and he's like, man, you know, white man's always out to get us, and it's crazy, and, like, they're destroying everything, and I can't believe that society has gotten so bad, and we need to wake up. The world's about to wake up. And I'm like, what's going on in your brain, bud? Seriously, what's going on in your brain right now? And he's like, well, you know, I'm not white. And then he looks at me and he kind of does that eye look up and down type thing. And he's like, are you white? And I just like sit there, I'm like, and he's like, well, if you are white, you're the good type of white, because you have piercings. And he pointed to my, like, my ear piercings and my septum ring and stuff. And I was like, alright, dude, I'm the good white, I guess? Is that good? I thought I was always a good person. I didn't know, you know, me being white had anything to do with it. But anyways, this dude stayed here the entire night, and the night even gets weirder. The fucking man decides to stay around and start talking to other people saying, hey, you want a laundromat job? I'll pay you $100 right now. And then starts trying to get girls to work for him, which I'm pretty sure he just wanted a little sucky-sucky. And he only had, like, literally $15, so I don't think he could pay anybody anything. Not even for a fucking hand job. Alright, even a foot job at that. And I was like, man, this guy needs to leave. So he goes back in the back again and starts talking to the original girls, and they end up wanting to move away from him. So they move away from this creepy guy because he keeps talking to them and keeps telling them, hey, you should work for me, and that'd be a great thing if you worked for me, right? No, it'd be terrible because you'd probably get raped and or kidnapped and or killed. This guy starts leaving them alone, and he picks on some other people in the group, which is a couple. And I'm like sitting here like, bro, they're just got here, they want to smoke, just let them sit, they're nice people, okay? And he starts bringing out brochures saying that he's like an insurance guy this time, and that he has cars, and that he can buy people cars. He also told them that he owned a Maserati, and he's from San Diego, and that he has so much money back home, but he's on the low key. This man was literally talking like he was 20 years old, so this is where I was trying to get to, that he was senile, and that he watches too much MTV, if you know what I'm talking about. This man's bothering them, saying that he can get them good insurance deals, and blah blah blah, and then he just randomly starts holding a mass in the back room. Holds up his fucking, I don't remember what they're called. They're like a little drink. It's in a bottle. It looks like a beer, but it's not beer. It's not an alcoholic beverage, basically. He starts holding it up and then starts doing like some worship shit over a fucking take-home plate of fucking pizza. This man then had the balls to say later that, hey man, the white man tells us that we can't eat germ food, okay? So make sure you go in, eat this pizza, and you know, the white man says we can't eat dirt, but we can eat dirt. And I was like, yeah man, we can totally eat dirt if you want to. Then he decides to walk off. He tries talking to my boss just ignores him until he fucking walks off. And then I go in the back room, I'm like, what the fuck was that? And those two couples were the last victim of this guy were like, did you see that he was literally holding a mass back here and blessing pizza? And I was like, yeah, I was keeping an eye on him. I had no idea what the fuck he was doing. He was literally doing the fucking Lion King ritual with a fucking non-alcoholic beer bottle up in the air. And then the night just went on, and he ended up leaving toilet paper, forks, knives, and spoons, toothpicks, and a open 3-pack of Swisher Sweets on the table, along with a full pizza in a to-go box. Craziest fucking thing ever. I don't know what the hell's going in my job. My job's fucked. Okay, save me, Jesus, I need you now.